Psych. Alright, check this out. Stereotypes. Just want to point out some crazy shit. Because pagans might not know this shit, and some of them do, some of them don't. But the gangs are taking all our fucking symbols and destroying them. So I started to explain the black eye. That was before the extra apparel. But wearing this bandana and repping the fucking pentagram, or I was mistaken, you might say, for a crip. Which is cool, I guess. Now I'm doing it deliberately to spite people and stereotyping it all out the yin yang. But check this out. See my window? Maybe a little bit, but anyway, just like go away. This is dry release marker. Do not disturb, shit like that, because hotel staff wakes me up. And despite the do not disturb sign on the door. But fast forward, so I have a big inverted, it's upside down pentagram on the fucking window, right? You know, thanks to fucking cult nonsense, the 5 versus the 6. They use the Merkaba Jewish Star David, or the 5-pointed star, depending on who you're looking at. This guy, okay, this guy basically just asked me for fucking cocaine and instantly broke the ice, thinking I'm cool with him, and then I'm a part of his gang because I have a dry erased pentagram on the window. And then he's like, show me his tattoo on his arm, like where I have that on mine, right underneath the elbow. And he's got a pentagram inside the circle and everything on his arm. He's like, yo, bro. And, you know, like, I fuck with you, this and that. Yeah. I fuck with you. That's another one of those hilarious ass things for people that don't really fuck with you, but want something from you. But anyway, so I got a government worker right here in front of me. And almost every word he says out loud, except for he's trying to whisper over to me that he's looking for some blow. Right? Dude. I mean, even if I could get it for you, first off, you're in front of the government, and that's hilarious. The car's right there, you know. And so I said, oh, I see. You connected that and pointed the pentagram with this, didn't you? And he's, you know, showing me his tattoo and shit, too. I said, no, man. And I said, if you got questions, I got the answers, you know, anything involving the code or whatever. And he said he's Christian. And I said, oh, well, we're on opposite teams. You might want to go. And he respectfully left, and that was the end of that. But he said he was a Christian. So you tell me this gangbangers. Why are you Christian violent gangbangers, right? Yeah, we'll see. I can't speak for this person, but we know some of the other jobs involved in gangs. So first off, how can you call yourself Christian at all with that sort of job, employment? And secondly, wearing the devil's mark. It just blows my fucking mind, man. You're a Christian who wears Satan's symbol. Right. So I just want to point it out there to you guys, and maybe I'll make a video with some of the more symbols on it, like where I have shit like this. And this is enough for people to hate you for, and the reason is if you're looking at it as gangs instead of an occultist, these symbols might contradict each other. The 5-pointed star versus the Azazel 6-pointed star, right? Etc. and so on. The pitchforks. You know, these things are now being used by gangs, and it's fucking hilarious and ridiculous because it just causes them to be even more ignorant. Not only do they not know what the symbols they're using actually mean, and get half of their knowledge from the internet more than likely, but that could have been very incriminating and very bad for him, trying to buy cocaine in front of the government because I'm using a pentagram. Y'all gotta fucking step your shit up, son. Step your shit up, man, because you think you're smart and you think you're running the streets, but you're going to find yourself in really fucked up situations because you don't know what you're talking about, and you're using symbols that belong to other organizations far before you ever existed. So you make yourself look foolish, to say the least, and I'll be damned for one if I'll be damned anyway, probably. But I'll be damned if all of my symbols are going to become meaningless just because some Neanderthals want to use them. I'm going to keep using them. I'm going to keep challenging them until I end up dead or winning each battle along the way, as has happened so far. Alright, but yeah, that's a vague breakdown. Just an interesting thing that just occurred and has occurred multiple times for me to validate that this is true and this is what's going on. But and I do have knowledge into both gangs' background, but it's interesting when you see it, you know, in real life, and people are using all of our favorite symbols and stuff to describe their subculture Because a gang is a subculture, it's a deviation, a breakaway civilization, if you will, of the whole. And I just think people should be more educated, because people are going to end up hurt on all sides over assumptions, over symbols, and like duke it out or fight it out. I mean, the dude in this case was really respectful and laughed right away once I said, then once you said I'm Christian and I said I'm on the opposite side, and smiled kindly and said you might not really want to involve yourself with me. And I respect people's differences in faith, although I wouldn't really call it faith. If you're calling yourself a gang, you're totally doing unto others, right? And all the other teachings you have as a Christian, I doubt it very seriously. But because I respect people's choice and free will, despite their God's ability to not respect free will at all, there is no free will, and heaven said so. That's the dawn of sin, right? But since I respect him, I didn't turn it into something else. He was kind and left right off once I said that. But these things, if you notice, could be 1,000 times worse. So really think through what you're doing and learn what these symbols mean. Or ask questions. That could have been total entrapment. You could have fucked yourself really quickly. My name's Kevin Chaos.